this shape. We can describe this shape by the number of sides it has or the number of angles it has. And what is an angle? An angle is a part where two lines come together, like right here. That is called an angle. So if we were going to describe this shape with the number of sides it has, how many sides does it have? This one has 3 sides. And what about the number of angles? It also has 3 angles, or 3 places where two lines come together. So this has 3 sides, 3 angles. Another important thing to know about this is that it is called a closed shape. Closed means that there are no openings in our lines. For example, if I were to draw a shape with 3 sides that looked like this is not a closed shape. This one has an opening in it. Anytime that we draw shapes or make shapes, we need to make sure that they have all their sides coming together to make angles. Now let's start building some shapes with our spaghetti pieces. The first shape I would like for us to build is a shape with 3 sides and 3 angles. So take some of your spaghetti pieces and put them together to make a shape that has 3 sides and 3 angles. Once you have built one shape, take some more spaghetti pieces and build another shape with 3 sides. And even if you have more spaghetti pieces, build another. I'm going to do my best to record some of these shapes that we've drawn. You do not have to draw the shapes that I'm drawing right now. You will have a chance later to draw your own shapes. So I have one here that has 2 sides that are longer and one side that is shorter. This one here I have 1 long side, 1 medium side, and 1 short side. And this one I have 3 sides that are just about the same length. Now that we've built some shapes with 3 sides and 3 angles, let's try a different number of sides and angles. Now that we've done this with 3 sides and 3 angles, I want you to do the same activity with 4 sides and 4 angles. You can press pause, build about 3 or 4 shapes that have 4 sides and 4 angles, and then press play when you're ready to see some that I've built. Okay, I hope you had some fun making some shapes with 4 sides and 4 angles. Here are the ones that I made. I made one that looks like a square, and let's count the sides and angles on this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. What about this shape here? Do you think it has 4 sides and 4 angles? Let's count and be sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. Just because this shape looks like it kind of bends into itself, it's still a shape with 4 sides. Then I have some other shapes with 4 sides and 4 angles here. Now I'm going to do my best to draw these 4 shapes under 4 sides and 4 angles. Now let's add another side to our shapes. So this time I want you to make some shapes that have 5 sides and 5 angles. You can press pause now, make 2 or 3 shapes that have 5 sides and 5 angles, and then press play when you're ready to see what I built. Okay, here are the shapes that I built with 5 sides and 5 angles. And I've noticed that as I keep making shapes, sometimes I have to break off some pieces to make smaller spaghetti pieces as well. If you need to do that while you're making shapes, you can. Here are 3 shapes that I made with 5 sides. And these that have the part that goes into the shape are always a little bit more tricky to count. Let's count that one to make sure. We have 5 sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. And then let's count the angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. I'm going to quickly draw these onto our chart. All right, here are my shapes recorded on the 5 sides of 5 angles. And you might have guessed it, I would like for you now to draw or to make one more set of shapes with this time 6 sides and 6 angles. You can try and make 3 shapes if you have enough pieces. If not, 2 shapes will be fine. You can press pause, make your shapes, and then press play to see the shapes that I've made. All right, here are the 2 shapes that I made. Let's count the sides and make sure I have 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many angles does that make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, a shape that has, where the shape kind of bends into itself, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. Let me record these on our chart. Here is our chart with all the shapes that I made. All of these shapes have a special name. Any shape that has 3 or more sides and is a closed shape is called a polygon. So these are all polygons. Say that word with me. Polygons. Again, a polygon is just a shape that has 3 or more sides and is a closed shape. So let's look at these shapes. Is this a polygon? Yes, it has 5 sides and it is a closed shape. Is this a polygon? Yes, it has 3 sides and it is a closed shape. Again, as long as it is a shape that is made up of straight lines and is closed and has 3 or more sides, it is a polygon. Each of these categories has its own special name. Do you know what a shape that has 3 sides is called? If it has 3 sides, tri means 3, T-R-I, like a tricycle. If tri means 3, then these shapes are called triangles. Any 4-sided shape has a special word. Quad means 4, so these are quadrilaterals. With 5-sided shapes, all 5-sided polygons, penta means 5, so these are pentagons. And finally, hexa means 6, so these are called hexagons. I want you to say all those words with me. Ready? Triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, and hexagons.